I must tell you that I was the first person to go on strike on board because I could not entertain eating or drinking when I have all these Q-mark products in Uganda.
This was one of the concerns raised on the second day of the annual Trade Representative Forum. The concern of serving locally produced and nationally processed Ugandan products attracted the attention of the Chief Executive Officer Uganda Airlines, Jenipher Bamuturaki. This is what she had to say.
If you tell me Juba, you must find Ugandan products. You will find them because it's a short flight. If it is Nairobi, you will find Ugandan products because it's a short flight. But if you tell me China, Mumbai, you will not find Ugandan products in terms of food on the way back because there's food safety and we cannot compromise on that.
This explanation is coming at a time when the national carrier is securing 11 more destinations. This to Bamuturaki is a step in the right direction.
As a country, we have 51 bilateral air service agreements signed, which we call BASAs, and currently the airline is exercising the third and the fourth freedoms. This means being able to move from point A to point B, carry passengers from Entebbe to most of these points.
This optimism speaks volumes to having Uganda tourism potential unveiled more. This is why President Yoweri Museveni is pledging to have more airfields constructed to ease tourist movements.
The population is growing. Remember, the population of Uganda at independence, 1962, was only 6.5 million. It is now 43 million. And it will be 100 million in the next 30 years. Now, with a bigger population, competition for economic space increases. You can no longer afford to be laid back because more people now need access to resources.
Museveni says, with the peace that the country currently enjoys, tourism or any other sector can perform better than it is now.
Nobody can compete with us once the people wake up. Why? Because we have got an ancient culture of production. It's not that people are not producing. So really, this is the issue. The issue has been the issue of culture. The culture of money and business had not penetrated the society. But when it does, Uganda will benefit, but also the world will benefit.
This address was part of the annual Trade Representatives Forum. President Yoweri Museveni expressed hope in the emergence of steel manufacturers in the country.
So therefore, the time to talk of exports is now, because the conditions are there. So when it comes to investors, whom we try to encourage to come to Uganda, one has got to answer the question, how can I make money in Uganda? What our government has done, as you hear, we have woken our people up to go into the money market for the money production for the first time.
The forum is a brainchild of the Presidential Advisory Committee on Exports and Industrial Development.
California makes $21 billion out of agriculture sales. For us, we make less than $700 million or there, or maybe $2 billion. I need to check. But it means that simply primary agriculture that doesn't have fertilizers, that doesn't have what the president calls a chibaro.
To close the engagement was the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robinana Banja, who described export promotion as the way to go for the country.
We shall support the export sector by passing the relevant legislation, because we know we have those gaps. For example, food and safety law, because it has been disturbing you people.
Now we need a coordinated, jointed effort to ensure that we create a Uganda brand and strengthen the areas where our products are good, such as food products, such as tourism and the tourism products.
This engagement comes just a few months since Uganda engaged trade partners from the UK, United States of America and South Africa, among others. Trade representatives from various countries shared various trade opportunities with Uganda. Henry Okrut, UBC.